Welcome to Failed Noob Show.
We failed.
I mean, I failed.
Okay. Well, you need to work this shit out. Like if we're gonna actually do like live shit conversation streams.
Well, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't.
Oh well, that's what you get for not having actual feedback while you're fucking with things.
Listen, it's hard enough to get you bastards on here.
Believe it or not, I have a life.
Yeah, and it's this.
No.
Just because you have a husband.
No, I have
very much.
I have a desire to sleep and eat and play video games and watch TV. The life.
What kind of video games you trying to play, Terance?
I don't know. I don't play anything new. Like I just play Fallout 4 and treat it like Minecraft, fucking with the settlements.
So I tried buying Fallout 4 VR, and whoever designed that game, or at least developed it's a fucking idiot, because they designed it for touchpad controllers that went out of fashion very quickly, and now you cannot get it to run right with just a controller with a control stick. It's infuriating because I wanted to shoot things in VR.
That is peak Bethesda engineering.
What's your favorite Bethesda game, Terance? What you like to play? Is it just Fallout 4?
Well, it's New Vegas, but I wanted to buy it for the PS4. Yet no, I haven't upgraded yet. I figure, I like to play New Vegas again, and then I'm like, go to the PlayStation Store. I'm like, let's see, yeah, $99.99 is what they're charging
for Fallout New Vegas. What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's like they're super jealous that another company made a better Fallout game than they did. So they're just gonna make sure you never play it by charging a C note.
What the actual fuck? Because I have Fallout New Vegas. I think on Steam I picked it up for like $10.
Yeah, it's $10 everywhere else. Like on the Microsoft, whatever the Xbox store, it's like $10, but not PlayStation. Nope.
I never finished Fallout New Vegas. I got bored.
What? Oh, come on! It's like the best one. It's got the best storyline.
I mean, it was fun up until a point, but it's just like, I don't know. It's old and there's not a whole lot going on in the outer world. So I ended up just wandering for too long. Listen, I tried it. So I actually still tried Fallout 3 too, between it just constantly crashing because for some reason it doesn't run on newer computers properly.
Well, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Fuck yourself. Oh, didn't you put something in Noob Notes, Terance? I don't remember.
Did I?
Hold on. I don't remember. That's why I'm asking.
Well, it doesn't sound like me.
Also, oh yeah, now I remember. Well, I put something in there. It was why don't... Go ahead.
I put something in ideas.
Was it the live stream that we just tried to do and I need to figure out better?
Well, no, it was homebrew to try this rockin' Noob Year's Eve.
Yeah, if I didn't have to work New Year's Eve, I would have done that. Which blows.
All right, what was your idea? Your Noob note?
The best place to a new way to kill myself. I mean, 'tis the season, is it not?
Dark.
Yeah, but you do it at SeaWorld for two reasons. One, fuck SeaWorld, and two, they already have a splash zone, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding. My real question is how come we haven't divided bathrooms into fucking rooms that people shit in and rooms people piss in instead of fucking just male and female? No, give me I want to know the dookie room and the not dookie room.
I just like every bathroom to be its own fucking stall with a door, with a complete door.
Instead of those little holes you can see through people, or the little gaps in the doors.
It will not matter what gender expression you were doing, and or anything like that. You could just go into a nice private room and shit, and not have to worry about somebody listening to your dookie drop into the water or looking through a crack at your eyes.
Well, that's why I like Japan, because they have bathrooms like that, where it's just the stalls close all the way. It's a single door. I don't have to look at you through a crack.
There's like one place in the entire city of Charleston that I know of like that, and it is the Chinese buffet in Somerville. There has that exact kind of bathroom.
Is it that one near the BB&T?
I guess it's the one across from the big plaza where Walmart is.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. God, I haven't
been there in a long time, but yeah,
I haven't been to a Chinese buffet in a long time.
well, I'd say that, but I actually went to one the other day, like in Hampton of all places. I'm like, you know what? For Hampton, I was expecting way worse. It wasn't that great, but
they feel gross now after all the coronavirus stuff.
Well, you know, I was real hungry.
I was real hungry.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's usually the thing you hear before, you know, you get executed for cannibalism. But, you know, I was real hungry.
Or Terance, I'm back onto Raiders of the Lark.
Oh,
and just your games in general, the amount of just general medieval words, you know, like plinth and the fancy word for stable. What was it?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a fancy word for stable that's not a stable, or where
they
keep the horses.
Yes. Livery?
Yeah. Why don't I just say stable? Where do you learn all this shit?
Well, a livery is a place where you pay to have someone else take care of your crap. You know, here, drop the horse off, park her in the shade, give her a brush, you know.
Or so where do you just fucking read up on words, or you were raised in South Carolina? I know your education's as good as mine, damn it.
Well, I've been a voracious reader since I was 9.
Any particular book series you're fond of?
Well, I mean, The Dark Tower, but The Dark Tower has a lot of weird stuff going on. Like it's obviously a mishmash of Western and fantasy elements and things like that. But, you know, like I actually do read the books that I buy for like RPGs, like especially the older ones. Like if you read the older Dungeons and Dragons, they will. Gary Gygax loved his fucking historical and 50-cent words, so you know about half of them you end up having to look up. So you pick them up.
It works because I noticed that whenever you tell about something. Speaking of DM, I still got to finish our last part of the one shot. I think I have the encounters down, like what y'all are gonna fight. I just don't know. I got to make the layout for the maps.
I was going to chide you for being lazy, but then I realized that I showed up for like a second week in a row with an incomplete map for the Saturday night game. It's just this whole month has just been so fucking fucked.
Just Christmas month. Today I had to go take my cat to the vet, and there goes $150 onto the credit card.
Jesus, I gotta go to, after I drop off the garbage tomorrow, I gotta go to like every grocery store in town that isn't Walmart or the Food Lion, which I believe is 2, because I'm looking for cream of onion and cream of cheddar soup.
Where? I've never even heard of that.
Well, they're usually like things people don't stock a lot of when they do, but and that affects itself pretty hard in the winter when people use them for, like, you know, casseroles that they're taking to parties and stuff like that. And we're currently, that's what I need it for a tater tot casserole.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it's like just it is good. Like I got the recipe from Jesse's mom.
I make something similar to that tater tot casserole, but I just use cream of mushroom.
Yeah, I mean,
ground beef.
You should try it with the fucking cream of onion. On non-holidays, it's rather easy to get in the Food Line, but you know, like holidays, everybody's like, "Oh, I got to make my specialty, super secret family recipe dip that I got from a Campbell's ad in 1950."
Listen, all those desserts and stuff, like my family makes cookies every year, and they use the recipe off the back of the Toll House semi-sweet chocolate chips. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, it's good. They're good. They're good recipes. You know, like, hey, this is how to best use our product. I'm like, oh, well, thank you.
Except for fucking Betty Crocker, because she doesn't tell you all the secrets for it.
Oh,
like where it says to use oil in your cake, use melted butter.
Yeah.
Whenever it says to just add an extra egg, it doesn't matter. Just go to do another one. And then there was something else. Was it egg, batter? And instead of water, use milk. It makes the cake just that much better. Yeah.
Oh, But I think I always do use milk actually.
And if you really want to get devilish, throwing like a chocolate pudding or a chocolate pudding packet into that cake.
Oh yeah, pudding cup. Mm.
Or mercy, Terrence.
Huh?
Oh, so why is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I'm gonna go. I want to hear why.
Oh well, I mean, I do believe Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but like in the same way you know art and pornography when you see it, I know a Christmas movie when I see one. Like this is not going to be very scientific. Like here's my rationale for Die Hard being a Christmas movie. If Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie, then neither is Home Alone because they are the exact same movie.
Agreed. I agree. I agree that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. The only argument, there's only one person I know it's like Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie, and his only argument is because it has nothing to do with Christmas. And I go, except for the fact that the entire movie takes place during Christmas.
Yeah, like they're meeting together for Christmas. His wife is trapped in a building during a Christmas party. There's Christmas shit everywhere. The soundtrack has fucking carols on it. Like,
and now my only question is, because he goes barefoot in that movie, does it become a Quentin Tarantino movie?
I don't know if he jerks off to dude feet.
I'm sure. Listen, you can't tell.
I mean, I can tell. Like I've seen his movies; it's all chick feet.
Well, I mean, can you tell feet's gender?
Generally, I think I can. Like I can clock a foot.
All right, now I got to pull up pictures of feet and test Terance on whether or not
this is an audio podcast. But
I already had it planned out. Now I can't do it. I had a feet test planned out for you from the beginning.
Oh wow, that's very forward looking of you. Unless you artfully steered the conversation towards feet from the beginning like a mastermind.
I am not that good. Feet are fucking disgusting, man.
They are. Like I don't get it. Like people who jerk off to feet, I'm like, ugh. I don't even like touching my own feet.
You know, it's even worse jerking off with feet.
Yeah, rub my dick on a nice rough foot.
I use a pumice stone. I keep it nice and smooth.
I'm too fat to use a pumice stone. I can barely reach my knees most days.
Don't do yourself like that, Terrence. You're not that fat. I'm that fat.
I guarantee you I outweigh you by 50 pounds or more.
That's fine. You can find out when you're on top of me.
Oh, Lord.
That's all I got. I got shitty jokes from here on out.
Oh, well.
What is the back to
nice
Christmas?
To have a status quo.
You're welcome, bud. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Terrence?
It's either Muppet Christmas Carol or Scrooged. Both are versions of A Christmas Carol, but they're both kind of subversions, which are fun.
It's just the duality of man. Do you want the one that's, funny Muppets, or do you want the one that's a silly old man?
Well, silly Bill Murray.
Well, funny old man. No,
was he an old man? No, he was in his 40s when this one. It was like late 80s when this one came out.
He was 40 in his 80s or 80. Fuck.
He was in his 40s
in the 80s. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if he's in his 70s now, yeah.
He doesn't have much longer than does he?
I mean, no, none of these celebs we grew up with have much longer.
Well, the celebrities I grew up with.
Well, I mean,
your age.
I mean me, yeah.
Lord. You know what probably the worst Christmas movies are?
The fact that we have a golden girl remaining is mind-blowing to me.
I think, isn't the Queen of England, doesn't she turn 100 in like
that bitch is
3
dead.
weeks?
No,
she's not.
No, that bitch is dead. She hasn't made a public appearance in like weeks. They just announced that she is Christmasing in Buckingham Palace. Fucking Prince Charles is doing the knightings. Like she's dead. Like the same way Prince Philip didn't put in an appearance for 5 weeks because he was dead. She is dead. I guarantee you.
Prince Philip always looked dead.
Well, no, yeah, but he was officially dead, even when he wasn't officially dead.
I'm trying to find out. I need to know if she's dead because she was almost 100 years old.
No, yeah, I know.
The only thing I know about the Queen is she's a sweet old lady. That's it.
Okay.
Listen, is she a sweet old? What did she do, Terrence?
I don't know, man. It's just you don't I'm saying you can't be born into wealth and be partially like a ruler of a country and not be kind of a bastard somewhere along the line. Like Sweet Old Lady is PR.
Yeah, but at the same time, is it okay? The Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen. Was she queen when that song came out? Was that about
She's been
her?
queen for 65 years.
65 years? Jesus Christ.
She beat Queen Victoria by a year, like by last year, I believe, year before last, something like that. So 66 years. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, yeah, for fuck's sake. Why is she? How is she alive? I don't know. I just need Betty White to stay alive.
I don't know. She can't play with Legos anymore. It might end her.
What do you mean she can't play with Legos anymore? What happened to her?
Have you seen a package of Legos?
No.
Oh.
Is there Betty White Legos? Hold on.
No. Like it's a meme about Legos. It's on every package of Legos. This is for ages 9 to 99. Yeah, or 5 to 99. When she turns 100 next year, she will no longer be allowed to play with Legos.
I mean, I hope she makes it. I really does.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
You gotta think that was back. They writ that age restriction back before there was probably age restrictions on people living to 99.
Nobody lives to 99. That's crazy talk.
Yeah, most people just live. People like to live to the ripe old age of childbirth. Those are those medieval times.
I don't think that's how old Legos are, though.
I don't know.
The Lego system.
Now, the real meme right now is Nancy Reagan and how she gives the best bomb ass head around.
Yeah, that was running around for a few days, which is funny as fuck.
My favorite one is there was a picture of her behind Alf, and it was just like, I didn't realize Alf wanted that mouth.
Oh, wow. The pussy eater meets the cock gobbler.
I didn't realize that. That's fucking terrible. Because, listen, I don't know shit about Nancy Reagan.
She's the throat goat, Nancy Reagan.
And the best part about it, there was the
blowjob queen of 49.
No, what I'm talking about is when she died, Mr. T was like, I'm mourning the death of Nancy Reagan. And now we all know why.
God.
Listen, you're not going to tell me Nancy Reagan wasn't given sloppy toppy. The motherfucking.
I mean, if you got the opportunity to go down on Mr. T, I mean, even if you're the like first lady, you're going to do it.
Disgusting.
I pity the fool who doesn't.
I pity the fool who doesn't suck Mr. T's dick.
Yeah,
I think that was Nancy Reagan's last words too. It was just like, I pity the fool. God, I'm trying to find.
Her last words were, "Don't let the gays near my funeral."
Was she homophobic?
Huh? I don't know.
I'm assuming she is.
Her husband sure as shit was, and I can't imagine she strayed too far afield. But I know she like ruined the lives of like jillions of people in America with her constant hammering on drugs and shit.
Yeah, why is drugs such a big issue still? How come we haven't fixed that?
Because
if you just legalize it, people will just live about their lives. They don't need to go to jail for doing drugs, man.
I know you're gonna hear this a lot coming from me in general, but like racism was the reason drugs were a big deal.
Oh, I know that's why weed was illegal.
Yeah,
what was it? What marijuana would make white women attracted to Mexican and black dudes is one of the reasonings.
I don't know, or make them too excited. Like marijuana will make the blacks too excited and rape your white women. I'm like, I don't think that's how marijuana works. Also, marijuana isn't a real word.
I mean, it's not a real word.
William Randolph Hearst, the newspaper magnate way back when, wanted a word that sounded Hispanic. To to that way they would associate cannabis and hemp and things with the invading foreigners.
But I guess
marijuana is a word his office made up to call it.
Marijuana.
Yeah,
I guess the original. I mean, I guess the true term was cannabis.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Even cannabis was used in little things they swing around, the altar boys with the smoke coming out of
their
it.
Penises.
No. It's like the things they used to bless and anoint people or whatever. That was originally cannabis.
Censure?
That was originally cannabis. And that's because I'm sure it made people calm the fuck down. Because the Catholic Church is fucking wild. I want to know what's in their Vatican vault. Fuck raiding Area 51. Let's raid that.
I imagine it's shitloads of looted treasure. they did a lot of crusades.
But I want some of that treasure, and I think it's only fair to steal it from the Catholic Church.
No, you're right.
I don't believe in their God. What are they going to do about it?
I'm saying that if there's a dungeon crawl in reality, that's where it is. Like you're gonna fight like traps and like goons and maybe even monsters down there.
Terance, there's a one-shot idea.
Well, the
raiding
the Vatican vaults. Yeah, the problem is it's hard to get a hold of floor plans, but
we can make them up.
I guess.
I mean, let's be fair. What's the Pope gonna do? We can just push him over. He's only what, 99 years old too.
Well, the thing is, all those Pope outfits, they're all magically enchanted. They will give you shitloads of bonuses. He's probably a combat monster while he's got that fucking mitre on.
Have mercy. Yeah, listen, he has a silly hat. It's effective.
Yeah, a silly hat is a death sentence.
Well, let's be fair. If the Pope was a character, he would definitely be a cleric, without a doubt.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, why isn't Pope a class? Cleric? Pope needs to be a class in one of these games, and it's just like you're one of the highest members of the church.
I think you
get
just have to be
bonuses.
Depending on the game, you just have to be high level for that sort of shit. And actually, like in earlier D&Ds, like it would assign you those kind of titles as you leveled up. Like every level came with an associated like title. Listen,
let's run a D&D game, Terance.
Okay, I mean,
let's figure it out. I'll give it a shot.
I would suggest using a retro clone though, because AD&D uses descending armor class, which is a little confusing.
Yeah, you mentioned that it's like for a wizard, their armor class is 20, so you need to roll 20 or higher.
No, you need to roll very low to hit them with a 20.
That's right.
Yeah, if their AC is like 0 is like the default really good AC.
Yeah, so if someone has a 0, how do you hit them?
You roll a 20 or a 19 up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, generally. Like it's almost backwards, but not quite, because there's a chart depending on your level. And like I said, it's better to just find a retro clone that has already done the math for you and switch it to ascending AC.
Because wasn't there like a spell called Wrap or something?
Mm-hmm.
Where you like just wrap something, a spell called Wrap?
You just summon Cool in the Gang, or
I don't know. WARP, like Saran.
I don't know. It sounds like something. Yeah, just a huge sheet of foil, like in that Superman movie where he pulls his
S off.
His S off and throws it at somebody, and it grows real big, and Saran wraps Superman. And then, what was that? Superman 2, 3? I don't remember, but it's terrible.
I never watched it. It is terrible. I've also been seeing in like the D&D forums, there's like a ring that allows you to change one letter of a spell to make a new spell. It's like hold on, I'm gonna look at it. It was a neat idea. Someone put it as a ring, and it was like Gaia Frost. You summon a gay frost giant. Something like that. Or sneak with plants, nominate person, chromatic orc.
I like that one. Summon the chromatic orc.
Musty step. Oh, these are pretty good. I feel like it'd be a great for an improv thing. Oh, instead of produce flame, you got produce blame.
God.
Everybody create a wizard, and everybody gets one of these rings.
Jesus
Good luck.
Christ.
Transmutate sock. I'm sorry. Chair lightning. Remove purse. Okay, I need to. Anyway, I gotta get off of this. I'm just in vampiric couch.
That sounds like a Monster Manual intro.
It summons a couch, and if you sit on it, it takes 1 negative level per round.
Deathbed, the bed that eats. A real movie.
But fuck, please don't.
But it's a real movie.
Oh, Terance, where do you get like all your inspiration for your games? How do you make those worlds?
I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Like
where do you like you do a lot of fuck, I'm blanking here. I'm trying to explain my words out and I'm dumb. When you make a world, how do you build a world from the ground up? Let's just start there. Like, how do you?
Well, I never start.
What do you start with?
I just take like basic tropes and then think, well, how can I make this more interesting? You know, like, or even if it's in a small way, you just kind of like take something that everyone's kind of familiar with and just tweak it a little bit, and then you think of a name, slap it on there, throw some NPCs at it, yada yada yada. There you go.
That's my. How do you keep NP like? Do you have like an NPC generator that just lets you make NPCs on the fly like that?
No, I just keep
where you need someone like stat wise. I know you can make like a
stat wise.
That's my just make up stats.
I don't give them stats.
Listen, man, I don't know. This is the stuff I'm wondering because I'm working on building a long game world. Not if I ever do it, but to have it.
Here's something that is a good tip for if you're game mastering. Like, if you don't intend for an NPC to be a combat person, don't bother giving them any stats at all, other than like just give them like a sentence or two so you can remind yourself what they're good at or what they're like. And if for some reason combat is a thing, you just go to one of the generic NPCs that with the system you're using and just tack that on there. Like, you know, it's not worth it statting out literally everybody. Like,
yeah,
don't do more work than you need. Don't drive yourself crazy with that bullshit. That's a very common new DM mistake.
Yeah, because I know when I was doing my one shot, I was expecting y'all to maybe kill the carriage, but I wasn't expecting y'all to just walk up to it and start stabbing.
I wasn't going to do that. That was Toker's deal. He's like, kill it. I'm like, God damn it. So that's the problem, noob. You've set up a paradigm and you need to subvert it. And I'll explain. Your one shots have been thus far pretty combat heavy. You agree?
Yeah, no, that's what I know.
Yeah, right. And so like people are coming to them with like these kitted out, you gave them blah amount of money and blah amount of levels where they're like, okay, I get to try this combat oriented blah 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 I've always wanted to do, and like, oh gosh, you can't wait to the first combat. And so instead of, you know, acting sensibly and waiting for a combat to emerge organically, they will just attack whatever NPC you throw it at them at this point.
Word, which I'm hoping the next
don't
run of this.
Don't be afraid in future to punish them for that by throwing something way more powerful at them than they were expecting right at the rip if they start that crap again.
Oh no, listen, if you guys would have just traveled with those guys, you would have been able to walk into Santa's village, no issue.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Like, oh, they're just like elves from Santa's village. Maybe all right, well, we're fighting them now. All right. Okay.
Yeah, they were Holly Jolly, Chris, and Miss, and they were all just delivering supplies. But now you guys have their supplies, which is why in the very beginning of this, I put in that ring of truth around the perimeter. So this should be interesting. Just so you can shake this off.
Well, I'm not worried about it. I'm here with honest intentions.
Without a doubt. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited. I got most of the stuff planned out.
Give us money or we'll kill you.
I know what the next two combats are going to be because I talked to Toker at the end of that night because I'm just trying to figure out because we have 6 people playing. It's hard to make combats go smoothly.
I wish I'd known. I would not have. I would have stepped out of that one.
Yeah, I think we talked about doing that more anyway.
Yeah, like that's why I said I wanted 4 people for the next thing I do. Period.
Yeah. Which is why I'm really excited to throw, because, there's no character creation for Santa. You don't know what you're going to make for that. There's no Pathfinder pre-built Santa in the game. So you kind of got to tweak stuff for yourself. And I think I got the right monster to really
Santa's a monster? That's crazy, Tall.
Well,
not he's a jolly old elf.
Well, sure.
Is he?
My Santa's black. Just so y'all know.
I mean, of course, it's good to have a representation.
No, I think I went with a monster, and I'm gonna tweak it a little bit.
Make sure you describe him as like Idris Elba with a white beard, like just like some hard looking motherfucker.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I already got. He's gonna look a little bit different, but I'm excited. I want to talk to you about it, but like I don't know if it will change anything. You know what? Fuck it, I'll tell you. Because this isn't coming out, and I don't think it's going to change the way you play anyway.
Probably not.
Santa's going to be a storm giant.
That's nice. That's good. I like that.
Because Toker was like, maybe we don't kill Santa, and Santa kills us. Maybe that's what happens. Like,
well, I mean, that's what I was kind of hoping. Not hoping, but kind of expecting. We're bad guys going against Santa. It's Christmas. Of course, we're not going to fucking win.
But thankfully, yeah, this will not come out until after this. So yeah, I'm really hoping that it goes well.
But if it looks like we are going to win, I want you to have Ernest sweep in and save the day.
Oh no, I have something planned out for that. Don't worry. Oh, but no, I'm excited to do something that actually hits super hard. I've been reading his stuff a little bit better.
I'd like to add that to my list of favorite Christmas films as well. Ernest Saves Christmas, really good. I like it.
I've never seen an Ernest movie.
Well, Saves Christmas is probably one of the better ones.
So yeah, I'm gonna ask you another question. What did you got like for making a combat go longer, or like finding the right difficulty?
Well, like I don't always like stick the landing, but like if you want a combat to go longer, you just add more like yard trash.
And by just like grunts,
mooks, minions, like somebody just things to be disruptive to get in your party's way as they're going after like the big bad, because they're always going to focus on that.
Which I think now because the second combat before, the final combat, I have kind of a planned out thing for what y'all are going to do. I know certain paths. I'm sure you guys are going to do something I don't expect and have to do on the fly, like all of parties do. But I have a couple things in play to find out. But I'm pretty sure you're going to fight the other combat, it's going to be nasty too. Okay. It's going to be annoying. There's going to be not just one big thing to swing at.
Cool. And as a side note, since we're a limited time, and just in general, actually, like if you're doing a combat like that and you have mooks and things like that, just and if the leader goes down, fucking just have him break, like, oh god, and just fuck off.
No, I think for the second combat, what I'm doing is I'm making a character, like a player character, and then tweaking that from there.
Yeah.
Have you done that before?
Just building a bad guy as like a PC, and then just honestly giving him max hit points. Fuck him.
I've already done that.
Yeah.
But how much higher level of a level do you do for that?
Honestly, that it's just hard. Like
it is, especially with 6 people. It's
there's the party versus you is literally like 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 times your number of attacks available. So like you basically just have to make sure that you have the most advantageous terrain, helpers, there some sort of other obstacles that get in their way, like putting a bad guy in a trapped room between the party. Like you're gonna get somebody with one of those traps once the combat starts, because they're not going to stop and look for fucking traps.
Good point. Yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm just trying to like, I don't know. I really like DMing. I think I like it more than playing actually.
That's something like I don't do enough because like it's really honestly pretty easy to just ruin a group's day. So I don't kid glove people, but I don't make things as quite as effective as they possibly could be all the time. Unless I'm just determined to make something really memorable, I don't fucking I don't pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
Sometimes the stops, just leave them in the drawer. Just have a fun, like, resource diminishing combat. And then,
yeah. I never want to make something unfair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's
unless
thing,
it's designed to be unfair. Like,
that is the thing with Pathfinder, and that I honestly kind of don't like the most. It really takes the DMing out of the hands of the DM. Like everyone knows all the rules. Like they're assuming that you're going to abide by literally everything in the book, and if they can find a way around it in the book, they will pretend like they will assume that you must abide by that particular law, the law. And I'm like, you don't know what's going on over here in my notes. I might be following those rules just fine. I might have just forgot them, but you know what? Just take it as read.
What's it? Just fucking making up shit as you go along. Yeah, sure, the book says that, but not this one. I win. Well,
and I'm not saying be inconsistent. I'm just saying that if you're going to violate the rules, do it purposefully. And if someone wants to argue, say, "Hey, I'm DMing here. Like this is purposeful."
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Calm down.
Yeah, and then I think something else that I wish more DMs would do is just like the rule of cool.
Yes, I totally agree.
If it's cool enough, and if it's not overly rule breaky, I'll have to sludge it.
It's not taxing the system and your character's abilities. Yeah, that fucking sounds good.
Instead of running up and doing a trip attack, I want to run, slide, and use the nook of my axe to grab his ankle.
Okay, and then you just set up the parameters. Fine, here's the roll you need to make, and you will be prone at the end.
Yeah, stuff like that. I gotta get better at that too. I don't know. DMing is fun. I enjoy it.
It is. You just gotta learn to think on your feet, and that's pretty much most of what DMing is coming up with scenarios and then adjudicating as you go, because not everything's going to go according to your plan or how you would like the scenario to play out.
I know. Like I said, I'm excited for this because there is going to be a little bit of role play in this next session.
Also, the other DMing advice, since we're doing that now, telegraph everything. People are way dumber than you think once they start getting role play. Like, do you follow me? Like,
oh yeah, but like, what do you mean? Give me an example, just because I'm dumb.
Okay, so say a party is approaching a door, and there is a dragon poised on the other side, like ready to just blast anyone who opens the door. So, like, make sure that if the party is like rolling for checks or describing themselves doing a check, make sure you describe things that would give them pause.
Oh, like hearing a grumble on the other end of the door?
Hearing a grumble or smelling kind of a weird fume coming from underneath the door. So, just make sure you just use all your senses that you can use to describe things. Like, don't use sensory information, but don't tell people how they feel. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. Don't tell them how you feel. Okay.
Yeah, don't tell them how they react emotionally to what they're seeing, unless there's some sort of magical effect that gives off that vibe. But like, you have these 5 wonderful senses to work through. Like, sometimes you can taste the grossness of the air. But and like, as far as other telegraph things, like, there's like, particularly in terms of puzzles, like, give as many clues as you can reasonably give out without like just giving the answer away. Because like, a lot of people don't like puzzles. You've heard us rant about this on the other show, I'm sure. But So
That's
just make it fairly easy. Make it just something that
I gotcha.
turns the brain a little, but not like makes them frustrated and want to throw dice and chairs and shit.
I mean, that's the reason why, they were talking about, like, when I described the gate to Santa's village, there's a dragon head on top of this gate. And they're like, I bet that thing breathes fire. And all I can think is like, good job. Y'all guessed that. it's
no, it's
fine. For keeping unwanted guests away.
Let them have it. And like a lot of people are like, well, that's player knowledge. I'm like, no, honestly, like people say we shouldn't use player knowledge while you're playing D&D. Like, what? I can't divorce myself from my own knowledge. Like, no matter how much accusations of metagaming you have, like this game is still about testing the player's skill as well as the character skill. Like a lot of the player's skill is figuring out what the character can do to test the world around him or them, whoever they are.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, out of character knowledge, I don't fuck with that. I don't care. Yeah, like so I've never really cared too much about it.
I mean, it's like the thing too. It's like if you see a flaming creature, that thing's probably immune to fire damage. You don't need a genius to figure that out.
Yeah.
And or like if you know certain things, like even in the big world of things, your character can still heard of a legend as like the cockatrice will turn you to stone. Like he could have heard that somewhere. It's not like
I can't imagine any like fantasy adventure game character not knowing what you have to do when you're fighting trolls. Like,
yeah,
like, oh god, they regenerate. How do we deal with it? I'm like, fire and acid. Like it's like probably the most common campfire story,
No, I think that's a good way to bring it in.
Yeah, it's just common knowledge shit. Like unless the monster is weird and you have a hard time saying the name, most of it's probably common knowledge stuff.
Okay, here's a real life example. If you're face to face with a kangaroo, you don't want to get hit by it. But something people might not know is that it can't jump backwards. So it's like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now, so one of those things you'll never forget, because like if you ever face to face with a kangaroo, you don't want to get hit by it because it hurts. But now like special knowledge. You get behind it so it can't come at you.
I did not know that at all.
Well, that's a good little place to leave it off, I think, with our DMing advice.
All right.
This was good. I'll try to get the live shit figured out again.
Okay. Are we done then?
Yeah, check out our website, www.homebrewdetroit.com. Give us money on Patreon. You get extra shit where we do other games. And eventually live noob shows when I'm not a dunce and can't figure out how to do live noob shows. Check us out streaming every other Wednesday. I think that's about it, right?
Yeah. Oh, and happy holidays.
Yeah. Happy holidays. Except Christmas. Fuck Christmas.
Ouch.
Or on Christmas. I'm doing it.